Hey everyone, this is True. Let me welcome you back to the channel. This is episode 3 of the Pokemon Shield playthrough. In the previous episode, we got our Pokedex, we had some battles, caught some Pokemon, we got our Dynamax band. Now in this episode, let's see how that adventure continues to play out. One last thing before we race True. See, I've got some great advice for you. You know how you sometimes see Pokemon wandering about in tall grass, yeah? If you move real slow and crouch down, those Pokemon won't pay any notice. But on the other hand, if you whistle at them, you'll be sure to catch their attention. If you're a bit rubbish at whistling, just remember this. Need a fail-proof trick? Press the left stick. Try it out and let's see who catches the most Pokemon True. You remember Wedgehurst Station, right? Where we went to pick up Lee before? That'll be the goal, so see you there. Alright, so before we make our way to the station, we're gonna walk around this house and get some items. Payback. The user stores power, then attacks. If the user moved after the target, this attack power will be doubled. There's a couple other hidden items in here, like this. Great Ball, a good high-performance Pokeball that provides a higher success rate for catching Pokemon than a standard Pokeball. Always good to have those. Freshwater, water with high mineral content. It can be used to restore 30 hit points to a single Pokemon. So yeah, for girls level 9 with that Pokemon battle. Let's carry on. Do some fishing. If you see shadows in the water, you'll likely find Pokemon luring beneath them. Face such a shadow and press the A button to cast your line and try to fish up a catch. If your fishing rod shakes, press the A button once more to reel in the Pokemon. Try fishing wherever you see spots with shadows. So let's see what we get. Magikarp. So we got a Magikarp. We won't use it, we'll just send it to the box. But since we're competing with Hop on catching Pokemon, good one to have. I don't think we have to scope it yet. So I get another good entry. Let's see if we get lucky. Nice. Carline grew level 8. We already have a flip bird, but let's see if we can just catch another one. Get some free XP. I'm searching for another Pokemon that's on this route that we haven't caught. So I'm trying to see if we can find it. But in the meantime, also trying to get some experience for the team. Just for some quick levels. Zippo grew to level 9. There it is. Look it. Zigzagoon grew to level 9. And I want to learn Snarl. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but before this encounter, you saw this Pokemon had a yellow aura around it. With those yellow auras, you can find that Pokemon can have either a special move or higher stats when you catch them. So I'll see if I can catch this one and maybe compare it to the one that we have. Ricky D went to level 11 and now Yamper went to level 10. Yamper learned fight. So this Rookie D has Sky Attack, which is an incredibly high attacking move. You see that 140 that our current Rookie D doesn't have. So that could be a reason to actually keep it and use it on the team. So I may just add it for that. And then we can see how we feel about it later on. And we also gain 140 watts. Watts are a new in-game currency that'll be explained later on in the episode related to the wild area. So if you guys are paying attention, I threw a Pokeball and the Pokemon broke out of it. Typically that means that I wasted the Pokeball, but Yamper has an ability called Ball Fetch, and with that, any Pokeball that would be wasted gets returned back to me. So I actually didn't lose the Pokeball, even though the Pokemon popped out of it. So let's use it again. See if we can catch it this time. Should be no problem. And as you can see on the left, you get like a little history report of the past few interactions that I've had with Pokemon. But now we're back in the city, and here's how. Come on, True. You'll never beat me to the station at that pace. But before we catch up with him, let's heal up our Pokemon. Pick up some more Pokeballs. Another 10 should be good. And whenever you buy 10 of any type of Pokeball, you get a Premier Ball for free. I think we're good on the rest of these items. Maybe another antidote won't hurt. Check my settings. Turn off autosave. Just in case something accidentally happens. So how with it, True? How many did you catch? I caught a really special one. But look at how many you caught. You're well on your way to building a fine team. So he's going to give us TM40, which is Swift. Swift, star-shaped rays are shot at opposing Pokemon. This attack never misses. That's a technical machine, a TM, mate. With a TM like that, you can teach your Pokemon a new move in a flash. And you can use them again and again, too. That one can teach the move Swift. Lee gave it to me ages ago, and now it's yours. The gym challenge will begin in Motostoke. And our train's waiting, so let's go. Not quite so fast, you two. What are you doing here, Mom? I knew this day was coming since the moment you chose Scorbunny as a partner, darling. Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know that you two were setting out. So here's a little gift to you, well set on your way. All the kit you'll need for camping. We got camping gear. Camping gear, everything you need to set up a tent and get cooking in the wild area or at a camping spot. No matter what happens out there, if you and your Pokemon are together, you'll be fine. Thanks, Mom, and just think how lucky you are, mother of the first ever pair of champion brothers. Because I'm certain to be a champion next, you'll see. Of course you will, darling. Anyway, do have fun and take care of yourselves. You'll be welcome home anytime. Wish us luck, not that we'll need it. There are loads of brilliant trainers and all kinds of Pokemon out here waiting for us. My excitement's running ahead of me, even faster than that train can go, True. Come on, we're off. Motostoke is surrounded by a vast, wild area. It's a real sight. There are all sorts of wild Pokemon just wandering about everywhere you look. Plus you can camp out, do a spot of fishing. I don't think I could ever get tired of it. Hey, Mr. Station Master, isn't this the wild area? What do we stop here for? Yes, this is the wild area station, make no mistake. I'm sorry to tell you that the train is halted due to a flock of Wooloo on the track. What's there to be sorry about? This is brilliant. This wild area is massive. There are loads of Pokemon to battle here. You get it, don't you, True? This is the best possible place to put together the greatest team. And he's off. Alright, so before we leave here and go into the wild area, this couple in the left-hand corner, if you've played either Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu on Nintendo Switch, they'll give you either an Eevee or a Pikachu. So for me, I've played both, so I'm gonna pick up both. Hey, have you and Eevee had a... I know it. You've had a Let's Go experience with Eevee, haven't you? I hope you have another Let's Go experience with this Eevee too. Boom. Got an Eevee. Let me bring Eevee. I know you just picked the Rickety, but it's Eevee. The Eevee I gave you is special, you know. You should definitely Dynamax it. Hey, have you and Pikachu had a... I knew it. You've had a Let's Go experience with Pikachu, didn't you? I hope you have another Let's Go experience with this Pikachu too. You received the Pikachu. I'm sending Pikachu to the box. Sorry, Pikachu's just not my thing. You're running a stronger wild Pokemon the further you go into the wild area. If you feel like you're in a pinch during a battle, just use a Pokédoll. You obtain 5 Pokédolls. No matter how strong a Pokemon is, you'll be able to catch it eventually, so long as you join the gym challenge and gather the gym badges. So this woman here will rest up our Pokemon for us. Let's talk to Hop. Look at that. The wild area. That's Motostoke, way off that way. In between there and here are countless new Pokemon waiting to be met. Oh, hello, and if it isn't Sonia. My gran gave me a proper earful in her own way. Those 2 young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? Never mind that. Nothing to worry yourselves over. Besides, I've been curious about that Pokemon you 2 met in the forest. I've been thinking I should look into it, so the timing works out fine. If I discover something really huge, then maybe it'll even get Grandma to admit that I've got some talent. Yikes, being an adult has got its own challenges, eh? I said you needn't worry about it. I'm glad to be on the road, really. It's been ages. It'll be great fun to fish and camp and rough it outside again. Well, I'm off to go stick my head in as many of those red glowing dens as I can find. I'm going to battle the snot out of a bunch of Dynamax Pokemon and fill in another page in the tale of my legend. What cheek? Dynamax Pokemon are really on another level, you know. You better Dynamax your partner Pokemon too, if you want to take the opponent that strong. You'll find spots here and there in the wild area that emit a red beam of light. If you think you're up to it, check them out. There'll be Dynamax Pokemon lurking inside. So with that, how about I send you off with a little treat from me? You obtain Pokemon Box Link. Pokemon Box Link, a device that allows you to access Pokemon storage system. There are some places where it won't work. You can use the Pokemon Box Link to access your Pokemon boxes while you're on the road. You'll be able to add Pokemon to your party or transfer Pokemon from your party to a box. With the Pokemon Box Link, you'll be able to put Pokemon from your team into your boxes, or take Pokemon from your boxes and add them to your team. Nice, right? She completely repeated the instructions. So go wild catching as many Pokemon as you like and fill in some more of your Pokedex. The wild area is waiting for you. This is the start of your real adventure. So for time's sake, I'm not going to explore too much of the wild area right now, but I will browse around and see if we can find some Pokemon real quick. Picked up a jar of honey. Found the Pokeball. So a lot of the wandering Pokemon that are just out and about are pretty high leveled in the wild area. I just found a note. Cooking at your camp can restore HP to your Pokemon and even the PP they need to use their moves over and over. Pokemon that have fainted and can't battle any longer will perk right up as well with a piping hot plate of curry before them. Visit berry trees to collect plenty of berries so you can always make more curries. Well, here's a berry tree. Let's shake it. So as you shake the tree, you see the tree will rattle. And this is pretty much a randomized encounter. But when you shake it too much, a Pokemon will drop out and attack you. And it'll cause you to lose some of the berries that you shook out the tree. So I'll shake it one more time. See if we get attacked. And it's a Scolded. It's also hailing outside. Taking a lot of damage from the hail. Oh, yeah, that's still it. Other Pokemon nearby took all the Pecha berries away. Alright, so we got whatever was left on the floor. Just one berry. Nice. So here's one of those Pokemon dens. Pokemon dens. The pillars of red light you'll see in the wild area mark Pokemon dens. Dynamax Pokemon dwell in these dens, and you'll be able to battle them by investigating the den. You can start a battle on your own, or get up to 3 other players to help you out. So let's see what's in this den. We also got 300 watts. Max raid battles. Defeat a Dynamax Pokemon and you'll get a chance at catching it. Additionally, there are some rare items that you can obtain by battling Dynamax Pokemon. When wild Pokemon Dynamax, they become incredibly powerful. They may unleash multiple moves in a row and take other actions you won't see in regular battles. Working together with other trainers will be key as you take on the Dynamax Pokemon together as a team of 4. I'm not sure what this is. It may be a Scolded. I don't know, but we can use all of our Pokemon, so I'm just going to go with Sabo. And it's a Scolded. Big one. Now in here we can Dynamax our Pokemon, and if you notice, when I select Dynamax, the moves change to Dynamax moves. and they have different effects than they would normally. So let's Dynamax Sabo and see how it works. Whenever you do a Dynamax move, most of them have secondary effects. So in this case, Sabo did a water move and it started raining. Wow! Sabo just got wrecked. I wasn't expecting that to happen. So when you're doing these den battles, you get, I think, 4 Pokemon knockouts before it ends. So that animation that you just saw that said something about the den raging, that's what happens when Pokemon gets knocked out. And Muscova just knocked out 2 Pokemon. Amazing. Scope is the MVP of Pokemon dens. Just typically that wouldn't happen in a regular battle. So Sabo, even though it's a starter, it's not the strongest defensive Pokemon. As we can see, it keeps getting knocked out. It doesn't happen pretty often. But I guess that just goes to show you the ability of the Dynamaxing. Some pretty wild things happening in these battles. At least the team is coming through for us, taking care of business. Alright, let's try this again. Well, without no help from us, our team was able to defeat Skobit. Of items along with catching Skobit, so that's cool, and a TM. Now I normally don't do nicknames for Pokemon, but because that was just a crazy battle, I'm gonna nickname this guy Super Nuts, because I don't know what else to call that. So again, to people new to Pokemon or returning, the wild area is something new that, Game Freak decided to put in the Pokemon Sword and Shield. What I really like about it is early on in the game, you get the chance of finding so many different types of Pokemon and really being able to create, unique teams to your liking and really just build out your group how you want to. In most Pokemon games, you can't get maybe fire Pokemon or ice Pokemon or dragon Pokemon early in the game. But, this is essentially the third route of the game, and you have access to pretty much every type of Pokemon. And the Pokemon that you see are randomized daily based on the weather of the section of the wild area that you're in. Now, because it's early in the game, you can't go too deep into the wild area, but the area that you can access, has so much variety. That's probably one of my favorite parts of this new game. Just because, again, you have endless combinations of teams that you can put together, because you probably get access to around 100 Pokemon so early in the game. Oh yeah, but grab that Pokeball. I forgot about taking that. So let's see what's out here. Vanillite. So I'll see if I can just grab a quick couple Pokemon on the way to Motostoke. And then we can come back and explore the wild area in a later episode. I think what I'll do is I'll go live and do some training and some Pokemon catching just in the wild area earlier on. Get some team diversity before the gym challenges begin. Let's catch it. Yeah, but we're to level 11. So example, here's one of the overall Pokemon that I mentioned. And a lot of times they're higher level. This will probably be like maybe level 20 or something. Actually level 15. So we can actually probably battle and catch this one. I'll try my luck. Oh, a lot of damage. actually not bad. Gonna use a potion. Now here's the dilemma. Do I catch it? Or do I knock it out for the experience for the team? Game says we knock it out. Nice. Sobble grew to level 14. Rickety grew to level 12. Rickety wants to learn Fury Attack. I don't want Fury Attack. Zigzagoon grew to level 10. Blipbug grew to level 10. Eevee grew to level 11. So that was a pretty good win for the team. Oh, Blipbug is evolving. Blipbug evolved into Dottler. Learn to reflect. Learn light screen. Learn confusion. So Blipbug evolves and got a huge upgrade. And I found a note. Use the right stick to rotate the camera. When you press the right stick, you'll see a wider view. Press the L button to look straight again. There's a pillow swine. Not gonna try my luck with that. So we'll pick up some more watts. There's a Butterfree. Butterfree's running away. Mudbray. See if we can catch it. Oh, it's boosting its defense. Extra boost in its defense. Thankfully, these moves are special defense moves, or special attacks, so they don't worry about the defense, worry about the special defense, which isn't increasing. Let's go for it. Rickety grew to level 13. Zigzagoon grew to level 11. Dottler grew to level 11. Yamper grew to level 12. I think Mudbray would be good on the team. Nice ground Pokemon. I'll swap out Zigzagoon. So up this stairway, I was gonna say up the stairway is Motostoke, but got distracted by a ground lift. The ground lift evolves in Arcanine. And Arcanine is one of my favorite Pokemon in Generation 1. So let's see if we can catch this one. So Sabo got burned and Sabo's gonna get knocked out. This is not a good episode for Sabo, by the way. Got beat up in the Dynamax then. Knocked out by a Growlithe. I'll use a Premier Ball. Let's see what happens. And I'll drop Eevee for the Growlithe, just to have a nice fire Pokemon on the team. It's up to this Fisher. I fished up something brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Want my brilliant find for a brilliant bargain of just 100 watts? Sure, why not? She gave us 3 big pearls, which sell for a lot of money. A rather large pearl that has a very nice silvery sheen. It can be sold at a high price to shops. So I think that was a good trade. Found another note. The wild area is overflowing with a special sort of energy measured in watts. You can gather watts yourself from glowing Pokemon dens and glowing Pokemon in the wild. You'll also find trainers in the wild area who are willing to give you all sorts of items if you'll just give them some of your watts. For example, these guys. Spend my watts. So he has a heal ball, which is a different type of Pokeball, and some TMs, or excuse me, TRs. Now the difference between TMs and TRs, both are used to teach moves to Pokemon, but TRs are only used once per TR, where TMs can be used repeatedly. And I can't afford any of those. But here's the staircase to Motostoke. I think we'll call this video right here. Thanks again everybody for watching. Please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace out, where we'll explore Motostoke.